Mr. Murray is here. Good morning, Morris.
Good morning, Morris.
Round of applause. Good morning, Murray.
How about a big round of applause for Dr. Delaney, folks?
We're gonna do our thing here now. So, if I got on camera. Anyway, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Now, this morning we have two very special guests here in our classroom. And as all good teachers, we always make new people feel very, very welcome. Morning, Aileen.
Morning.
So, are you okay with me doing it this way? Similar to what we did for E or back in whatever it was. On the count of three, I want you to repeat in unison, good morning Maggie Bear and good morning Harry Bear. And then I'm going to tell you the story behind Maggie and Harry. Okay? We will eventually get to the exam. Okay, that's kind of a secondary thing this morning. Okay, so on the count of three, I'm going to do it all in one thing, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Maggie Bear, and good morning, Harry Bear.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. My wife says, you're not doing that. I said, yes, and they do everything I tell them to do. And rightly so, just like when I was a principal. Anyway, here's the story behind the beer situation, okay? These beers have been around for about 6 or 7 years. I don't know if anybody knows Sarah Chalker. You know Sarah? I think she was in the same cohort as my daughter, so she's probably about 8 years out of the program. And so I had 2 beers here one day. Now, Maggie used to be Benji. Okay. And here's the story. Okay. So Sarah was sitting over there where Kayla was sitting, and she said, sir, 2 boy beers, right? I said, yes. She said, you know, sir, one of those should be a boy beer. I said, Sarah, you're right. Because in the university and in large organization now, there's a gender equity thing, and rightly so. Okay, it's balanced male to female. So I had a quick think fast on that one. So I said, I'll tell you what, Sarah.
2 hours later.
Serious way. So that's the story behind Maggie. Actually, my wife had these 2 beers over in kindergarten, so I've kind of stolen them from her. That's the story behind that. Now they don't talk. So I had to do the talking for them, okay, which comes from music, okay? Okay, so that's the story behind that. So just a few comments before we get to the exam. Okay, congratulations to everyone on the, was involved in the gala the other night. I had a wonderful time. Okay, I left my apple behind, so I'm going to find my apple. But anyway, I think it was the pictures we were taking up at a photo booth there with the funny hair. Okay, so I kind of got off a little bit of hair. All right, so I had a wonderful time. Anyway, the mother-in-law Angie's gone back to Stephenville. Okay, so my wife doesn't have to stay long to spend carriage now. And today we have a special presentation. Okay, those of you who are on the field trip to Belle Island. Okay, where any of you probably remember my music taste. Okay, I'm very I wouldn't say eclectic music taste, okay? So I have this one, my favorite CD. I'm a little bit kind of country western, you would say. But anyway, I have this CD, which I think I bought at Valley Village somewhere, okay? And it's called Greatest All-Time Cowboy Hits by Billy Walker. And my favorite song in there is Willie the Weeper, okay? I mean, you haven't heard country and western music unless you've heard Willie the Weeper. Now, I'm not just singing to you, so don't panic. Okay, but I'd like to make a special presentation. There are 2 students, only 2 I would add, out of the 30 that went to Belle Isle, requested a special copy of the CD. Alright, so percentage-wise that's not great, but I'm glad. Okay, so anyway, I'd like to call upon Mr. Ken Edwards to come forward and accept this special CD. And right behind him will be Mr. Ryan Elliott. I don't get these. I'm sure you guys enjoyed this on Shirley and Gander respectively.
The whole way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have more where they came from. Maybe that's the real reason why my wife and I take 2 separate cars to Stephenville. Because she really has no time for Willie the Weeper or Billy Walker. Okay, she's more into some more modern stuff. I don't even know who they are, right? But just one last comment before we start the exam. How many of you know the name Tommy Hunter? Okay, that's better than last time I asked this question. I had a group, his legal moral issues in the spring back 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't know how Tommy Hunter came up. I'm a big fan of Tommy Hunter. Mr. Barrow, you know who Tommy Hunter is. Tommy did his final tour, he's 75 now, he's had his own TV program and so on. He wasn't a great singer, but somebody said he was a great entertainer. Anyway, so I asked a question in class, who, did anybody know Tommy Hunter? And nobody responded except one young lady, and she was a hoot. I can't remember who it was, but how quick was she that day? She said, "No, my grandmother does." The place went up. I said, "Thanks a lot." Then no one stopped. One privilege. I will say that the papers are excellent, very, very